What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing another daily Manchester City transfer update. I think it's safe to say things are getting very interesting now for Manchester City in the transfer market. So if you want to stay up to date, first and fast, every single day on YouTube with all the latest Manchester City transfer news, make sure you have subscribed to my channel. It is free. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links there in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries, TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Do leave a thumbs up. 300 likes once more is the aim, and also don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts, what you make of these transfers in the comments below. So we're going to crack on with the outs. We've got the very latest on Josh Adam, and the Manchester City youngster. He's attracting interest from Europe, from France and from Belgium as well. So Lorraine over in France, Lille over in France, and also Club Rouge as well in Belgium. They're attracting interest and wanting to take Josh Adam from Manchester City. And this is according to the Daily Mail. It's not very clear as to whether it's going to be a permanent deal or whether it's going to be a loan deal. We'll have to wait and see. Normally I'd say 100% it's going to be a loan deal, but Manchester City, they like selling their young players, they like making some money, and it's a great way to make some money for Manchester City, so we'll have to wait and see. And speaking of young players and leaving Manchester City, takes us on to James Trafford, and the Daily Mail have given the very latest on him and said that he's going to complete his move to Burnley for £19 million very soon. It's believed this transfer could be completed as soon as tomorrow. Wednesday was when we're expecting that deal to be sorted for James Trafford to become a Burnley player. City will include a sell-on fee, I'm sure. I'm sure City will put in a buyback clause there with James Trafford as well. So once that signing is signed, sealed, delivered and confirmed, of course, I will bring it to you guys, and then I'll put my good luck message in there to James as well. He spent last season out on loan at Bolton, did very well. Spent the summer with the England under-21 side, and again, done very well. Now moving on to another Man City young player. This time a player around the first team squad is Cole Palmer. Got the very latest on him. Pep Guardiola apparently wants him to be loaned out by Manchester City, and whilst there's interest from Burnley and there's interest from Leicester City, Pep Guardiola doesn't want to send him out on loan to either of them clubs. He wants him to go out on loan to Brighton and Hove Albion. I presume Brighton and Hove Albion are being linked with him, and that's why Pep Guardiola wants him to go and spend the season with them. But Pep Guardiola are apparently very impressed with the style of play at Brighton. He's impressed with how they're playing. He obviously thinks that Cole Palmer is going to be able to develop his game with a better understanding at Brighton than elsewhere. And so I think the only question remains here when it comes to loaning young players and loaning Cole Palmer. I think Manchester City need to ask themselves, how many minutes, how many starts is Cole Palmer going to get? Because to me, he's guaranteed playing time in the Championship with Leicester City, more than likely guaranteed playing time with Burnley. I'm not so sure he is guaranteed playing time when it comes to Brighton and Hove Albion. Now, if they can guarantee regular starts and regular minutes, I think Brighton would be the best move for him. But I feel like at this point in his development, he needs to be playing on a regular basis. Not a semi-regular basis, not part-time. He needs to be going regular minutes, regular starts, game after game. Will that happen at Brighton? That remains to be seen. Will he end up at Brighton? Again, that remains to be seen. Now moving on, we've got the very latest on Bernardo Silva, and Sam Lee over at The Athletic says that Riyad Mahrez, he is set to leave Manchester City, and because of that, Manchester City are focused now more than ever to keep Bernardo Silva at the club this summer. He is pivotal. He is important. Manchester City losing Mahrez and Bernardo Silva in the same window is devastated to Manchester City's wide attacking play. We can't afford to lose both is what I'm getting at, and with Mahrez looking like he more than likely will be leaving Manchester City, it becomes even more difficult for Bernardo Silva to leave Manchester City. It's believed that Bernardo Silva is seen as the Mahrez replacement. Bernardo Silva will be Manchester City's right winger for next season. Grealish will be on the left, so Foden will be able to go either through the middle and occupy either wing as well. The same with Bernardo Silva as well. City cannot afford to lose Bernardo Silva as well as Riyad Mahrez, and because of that, Manchester City, they had a good look at what West Ham did and managed to get for Declan Rice £105 million, and with that mindset, Manchester City have said they're looking for a similar fee for Bernardo Silva this summer if you want to prize him away from Manchester City, and that's how important he is now to Manchester City. I've been saying this for ages. He's £100 million plus player, Bernardo Silva. All this talk of 70 million euros, just not for me, in my complete honest opinion. And replacing Bernardo Silva takes time. And that could happen to me next summer rather than this summer, because I don't think he's going to sign a new deal at Manchester City. But with the amount of outgoings that we've got with first team players, Manchester City need to be doing everything they can to keep hold of their biggest, most important and best players. And Bernardo Silva, he is included in that list, in my complete honest opinion. So City asking for a lot more money. Me gusta. Now moving on to the final transfer of the outs. We've got an update on Riyad Mahrez, and Sam Lee says that Riyad Mahrez, he wants to leave Manchester City this summer. He wants to go and join Ahli over in Saudi Arabia. Now he is going to be getting a big pay rise, Riyad Mahrez is. He's also going to be getting lots of bonuses included on his contract as well. And Sam Lee says that Manchester City, they're happy to accept a bid of £30 million. That's also been taken from Fabrizio Romano. He's also said City are aiming for £30 million for this deal. Apparently, Ahli are happy to offer £30 million to prize Mahrez away from City and get him to Saudi Arabia. We'll have to wait and see as to whether they do make that offer. That's what it's going to take, though, I think, for them to sign Mahrez this summer. Now, Sam Lee says, and interestingly, that if Manchester City do sell Mahrez, Manchester City do want to dip into the transfer market to be able to replace him. No names are being chucked out there, so I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you want Manchester City to replace Riyad Mahrez with? Now, the Mail have said that Manchester City overnight have turned down an £18 million bid from Ahli for Riyad Mahrez. Manchester City are awaiting an improved offer from the Saudi Arabian club. Fabrizio Romano says the £18 million offer also included £5 million in add-ons. Manchester City have rejected that bid. Manchester City stance very clear, flat £30 million fee. And Fabrizio Romano says that Ahli are confident that a deal can be done. So we'll wait and see. Now moving on to the ins. We've got a new name, comes in the form of Abdoulaye Ndiaye of Lyon, the 21-year-old centre-back. Now the Mail says that if Josko Gvardiol doesn't happen, and Manchester City are still expected to sign Josko Gvardiol, I will add, Manchester City are believed to be looking at alternatives, and Ndiaye is an option here for Manchester City. And that's pretty much the update on that, but I find that very interesting. This is one of two things is happening. Either Man City are getting impatient, not happy with the fee, they're not getting anywhere with Josko Gvardiol, so are looking at other options, or Manchester City using this as a negotiation tactic with Leipzig to say, if you're not prepared to accept our offer that we're willing to pay right now, which is around, £70 million plus achievable bonuses, then Manchester City will look elsewhere and Leipzig miss out on the money. But Leipzig have been crystal clear about this. They don't care about the money. They've already generated enough money this summer without the sale of Gvardiol. If they want Gvardiol, Manchester City need to pay the money. So City looking at alternatives. There's a couple of different ways of looking at this, and I find that very interesting and something I will keep my eyes and ears open for. And speaking of Gvardiol, got a very quick, very short update on him. And he's back in training now with Leipzig, getting his fitness back up. Fabrizio Romano has said that negotiations are still continuing between Leipzig and Manchester City. Gvardiol wants to move. Personal terms have been agreed, and the fee discussions are still ongoing. The deal definitely 100% has not stalled. That's the latest on that. I think Man City are just waiting on outgoings and seeing where they're left at with their squad. And I suspect over the next week or two, things are going to get not only interesting, but very busy when it comes to Manchester City transfer news. So I know you guys want to stay up to date every single day with all the latest Manchester City transfer news. So if you haven't already, do subscribe. It's free. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. I will keep you up to date on YouTube every single day with all the latest Manchester City transfer news. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below. And slide across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Also, don't forget TikTok link in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Do leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim, and do let me know your thoughts, what you make of these transfers in the comments below, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.